Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new player of the month, David De Gea card to review today. We're taking a look at a card who is 6'4", right-footed, 1-star skill, 3-star weak foot. In-game player traits, he has the cautious with crosses traits as well as the saves with feet trait. Both traits very, very relevant when it comes to the animations of the card. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? Cautious with crosses really sucks most of the times, okay? It really does. Even if you give him the instruction of, it comes for crosses, because there's an actual instructions for the goalkeeper, where I'm going to show you guys right now, where, let's say you're using whatever formation, you could put comes for crosses, right? So the goalkeeper will come off his line more often when defending crosses. And then there's sweeper keeper, where there's aggressive coming outside of the box and challenging opponent for loose balls. Now, most of the times, even if you give these instructions to the goalkeeper, if their traits are set up a certain way, they will not do it that often, right? The instruction will make them act against it a little bit, but they'll still play to base characteristics for the most part. Like, you know how sometimes you'll use a high work rated player and they're more attacking oriented, but if you put stay back, it kind of makes them a little bit more defensive, but they'll still be a little bit attacking. With cards like De Gea or the goalkeepers, they usually don't really follow the instruction if they already have the traits, right? So with the saves with feet traits, like, it's gonna make him, dive differently, right? It's just gonna make him dive differently. I do usually prefer the traditional goalkeepers in the game. Like, I'm thinking of players like, because here's the thing, guys, okay? When it comes to goalkeepers, they changed it a little bit because there was a patch that made the goalkeepers behave a little bit differently, right? So, a card like Pope, for instance, is like the traditional type of goalkeeper. Those guys usually end up being really good. The Van der Sar card, someone on Instagram sent me a message saying that Yashin was really good, right? The goalkeeper. So those guys usually end up being the better ones in FIFA because they're more consistent with the save animations and stuff. But guys, listen, even Donnarumma, right? Good goalkeeper, but he's had very sus moments. So don't get me wrong, every goalkeeper is going to have their sus moments, but you could just tell that there's just certain goalkeepers that are better than others. Like, even though Donnarumma does really stupid things sometimes, he's still the most, like, he goes, if there's like a 50-50 bar, he's just above that 50-50 bar, right? So with De Gea, that's what we're gonna be trying out, right? So we're gonna have both of those instructions on him. With his stats, guys, since he's like kind of known for like reflexes and stuff, I want to give him a glove, but we are going to be trying him out on a basic as well, just to see what his animation choices are. Because, guys, when you give him a glove, it increases his goalkeeper diving, handling, and positioning, which is really good because I feel like the handling and diving is very important to try to keep the ball as much as possible, right? So, but basic obviously increases all of the stats as well. You don't really need to increase kicking and stuff. We're going to see what it's like on a basic to see if I prefer to give him a chemistry style or not. So yeah, we'll see how he plays in game. Hopefully he's a beast. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. That one, I obviously don't expect him to get. If you do make a pass, your goalies do animate that way, so. Okay, at least he just catches that, but it was a really poor chip, to be fair. I didn't want to I didn't want to push too much, because when you push too much, it's easier for them to get like a chip animation and stuff, so kind of have to stop moving them at some point. That one was a decent save animation. Those are like the normal ones for the cross bodies. Not bad. That was actually him pushing close. I didn't actually do that myself. Yeah, those are regular strikes. Once you get those angles and you just shoot, it should be going to the back of the net. The first two was a little weird though. Oh, nice save there, actually. That one was really good. Well, he completely messed up, but it was a good slide tackle there by De Gea. Shoot it across. Yeah. High percentage strikes. He has like strange animations for them though. I don't know. But they are high percentage. Like that's the thing, right? When you get into these areas and they're just gonna go into the back of the nets regardless of the goalkeeper that you have, it's a little bit weird to judge them on that. But the first two, like I said, were very strange. Okay, he's on side here again. Shoot across? Yeah, high percentage as well. Good save. Not a lot of venom behind the strike, but the positioning was very good there. Nice, good save again. With the legs as well. So the thing about these initial strange one, guys, is that the distance between me and the attacker is pretty fair for a higher percent strike. So when he does certain animations in these moments, I don't necessarily like mind it as much. I just want to see it from up close. So he takes the touch, I think, and then a power strike from a distance. Yeah, like this animation sucks, to be fair. For this strike, it sucks, but it is a high percentage strike. Like that's, you know, him taking the touch here, going for the power for more consistency, like that's a good strike, you know? But the animation was what's weird. Like that's just a weird animation to do there. And then the second one, I think it was very similar as well, where, you know, he takes that touch, shoots it across. Like this one sucks. This one really sucks because this is a middle shot. Yeah, that's a middle shot. And that's how he tried to save it. So that one was the one that was a little bit like really weird to me. These ones are normal because, guys, you get to this angle, you go for a power strike, especially with Mohamed Salah, right? Shot across. He does like a save outwards with one hand. And then this Heung-min Son goal here. Yeah, again, so you take that 45, power strike. I expect people to score those for the most part. And that one is directly to the side too. So that animation I don't mind as much either. I'm going to give him a glove this next game. Because glove, guys, actually increases plus 10 for diving, plus 15 for handling, as well as a plus 5 for attacking positioning. Reflexes, I do feel like is important for sure, but at a 90, I do feel like that's decent. Kicking, not necessarily important. Yeah, so when you push your goalkeeper a little bit, guys, if a person chips you, it is easier to score against you because you did move him a little bit. Okay, I thought he was going to let that in. I was like, that is not a good shot for you to be letting in, my guy. Ooh, the saves with legs trait. Okay, okay. Was it saves with legs? Saves with feet? Saves with feet, right? It saves with legs. That was a cool save animation. Bad shot choice from the opponent. Okay, tips it over. I don't want to go for those corners. I just want him to actually just hit that himself. What a weird save animation. A little bit. That's like overemphasized. But it was a nice header. That's a hard save to make. Good save. Bad shot again, but decent save. Ooh, nice save. Middle. It was kind of like middle, but it was a cool animation. He hits a finesse shot there, so I have sweeper keeper on him. I have those instructions on. Doesn't push out. I think he did the same save animation where he does this instead of like that. Right? Good save. I didn't actually do anything there. I didn't have to push him out or anything, so. Stretch wasn't too bad. Was off target, though. Saves with his legs in that situation. Okay. Nice save. Good stuff. Good stuff. Stretches out his body well. His saves with feet trait is like very noticeable. It's like it makes you go 50-50 in regards to whether or not you want to go in with your arms or your legs. Oh, we actually got the ball there. Oh, okay. I thought that was a penalty. I was like, okay, good. But or not good, but yeah, that was a good save actually. Ooh, that was such a good. I was really hoping that he would just take the strike right away. Yeah, those are high percentage. I don't like the way that he animated himself, like going back into position. That's usually what happens when you make that many passes and you go for a strike. Yeah, that was me pushing out. Almost with the double save. Almost. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Player of the Month David De Gea card. So what's good about these reviews, guys, is that obviously when it comes to goalkeepers, they're always going to be 50-50 for the most part, right? Like they're going to either save an opportunity or they don't. Even the high tier meta cards are going to be inconsistent sometimes, right? That's just kind of how it works, especially with that recent patch. Like they're very, very weird from certain shooting angles, right? Guys, the only thing that I disliked about this Player of the Month, David De Gea, or the only two things that I dislike about him, is obviously the cautious with crosses trait. That trait usually really sucks in FIFA. I'm going to be honest. Like when they don't have that trait, I feel like they perform significantly better. You know, let's just say, for instance, I looked at the Donnarumma card, right? So Donnarumma's card, the only traits that he has is rushes out of goal and comes for crosses. Those are usually way more ideal. Okay, like that. This is like the opposite of David De Gea. So for me personally, I feel like these traits are significantly better, especially in Donnarumma's case because he has kind of like a pretty big body type. It's almost like hunchback in a way, if that makes any sense. But he's a very like thick type of dude. So when he goes for those crosses, he actually does a pretty decent job. So the fact that that is a trait of his right away makes a big difference. With David De Gea, he has a conservative trait with cautious with crosses, which I always think just really sucks when it comes to goalkeepers. Saves with feet is cool for, you know, acrobatics and just like cool save animations because he's going to decide between both of the same save animations. Do I prefer a more traditional goalkeeper where they're kind of like more consistent with certain save animations? I do, but it wasn't like a complete nuisance on him. Like some of the save opportunities that he did with his feet were actually pretty sick, to be honest. The two things that I disliked the most on the card was that one save animation from 1v1s where the player takes a shot across goal, where even if it's in the middle, he does the save like this. These saves really suck, right? But they are also higher percentage strikes, so sometimes goalkeepers behave a certain way against those strikes, right? And then the other one is obviously this trait. But everything else, guys, I'm gonna be honest, for 37k as an SBC for a goalkeeper, I don't mind it. I think he performs as well as his price is. I think he gives you fantastic links to Varane if you want to have some fun and use some different players. And I don't think that he is a terrible goalkeeper. But that one save animation from those 1v1s, that's probably the main thing that's going to bother you the most. The cautious with crosses sucks because of you know, like driven crosses and that kind of stuff, but at the same time, not necessarily a big deal. You can even see that when I gave him the instructions to act against that trait or to make him a sweeper keeper, doesn't really do it. If I give sweeper keeper to someone like Donnarumma, he's out of there, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, guys, 37k for the SBC, you can't go wrong. I like some of the saves that he actually made. They were pretty sick from some of the 1v1s and stuff. It was just that one choice that he does that it's a little bit weird sometimes, but yeah, I like the SBC. 37k is really decent for a card that links to Varane that people are going to be grinding towards for a very large majority of the time because it's out for like what, 1 month. So if I was going to rate him on that 50-50 scale, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'd put him straight down the middle. I don't think he's like higher from that scale, nor do I think he's like lower, right? So I think he's going to be like super 50-50 because of those certain things with the card. Maybe a little bit slightly higher than the 50, like maybe like in a 60 range. But like I said, I do feel like the traditional goalkeepers are usually the go-tos. But like I said, cool save animations for some of the saves that he actually ended up making, and he does pretty decent for the price he's at. So if we're going to look at goalkeepers on the market, guys, I've tried a few of these cards, not all of them. I actually ended up packing Edouard Mendy, but never ended up doing a review for him because the Team of the Year time was really busy doing a lot of stuff. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Jersey Dudek, not a bad goalkeeper, to be honest. He's pretty decent as well. Don't mind using him in my teams. And then that's pretty much it, guys. Like, the only other card that you have is Mendy. That's it, right? And the Mendy card is 33k. So yeah, could you buy the goalkeeper if you just need a Premier League goalkeeper? Sure. But the Varane variable here, guys, and the biggest variable is the Varane link, right? It's just an easy link to a French player that gets links to everybody else, right? So that's the biggest thing when it comes to getting a card like this in your team. So yeah, it's literally just comparing him to Mendy and Dudek. Dudek is decent, so if you got him, honestly, like for 15k, you can't go wrong. And Edouard Mendy, I'm pretty sure is good too, because his rare gold card was actually pretty decent in the beginning of the year. So the upgrade probably made the card really, really nice because, you know, he's 6'6", which is very nice. And he looks like the traditional goalkeeper too. Comes for Cross's leadership. I mean, there you go, right? So yeah, I like the SBC. It's good. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.